My friend Alicia recommended that I come here, coaxed me into coming here actually, because I was very nervous about it, because everything I had tried just wasn't working and I was in pain all the time. So, after coming here, I've been coming here for about 4 years, and I've, gotten to do everything I love to do again. I'm running, biking, practicing yoga again. It's just, he's always taken me in every time I've injured myself doing something silly, even though he wouldn't tell me that it was probably not a good idea. And I appreciate that. But yeah, it's been great. It's been life-changing. And I lost the fear of trying new things that I had acquired from being in pain. So I stopped being afraid to go back to running, or I stopped being afraid to go back to working out the way I want to. Even in my job, not everybody believes in chiropractic care where I work. I work in interventional radiology in a level 1 trauma center. So we get a lot of traumas, physical traumas from accidents, stroke treatments. So we see a lot of people in the worst days of their lives. So it requires me to kind of be at the ready all the time, and I'm required to wear lead all day long, lead skirt and lead vest. I'm standing on my feet, a lot of heavy lifting at times, sliding, and just running around, and you never know what's going to come at you, so you have to always kind of be ready for that. So it was inhibiting for me to do my job when I'm always in pain. I couldn't run without feeling hurt. I couldn't go to a yoga class without being hurt. I couldn't lift my son at the time without being hurt. And that was more frustrating to me because I don't like being told I can't do things. It's never been a strong point of mine to be told no in that way. So I refused to believe that I couldn't do it anymore. And that's what kept me going. That's what kept me trying new things. So yeah, that was the greatest thing I think I found from coming here, is having the ability to do that again. And he never told me no. He said, you'll get there. So he was encouraging. And anytime I hurt myself, he got me in, right away. He was always there and stayed very positive and listened, which I don't think a lot of people ever did for me. They weren't really hearing what I wanted to do, or they thought it was maybe an unrealistic expectation. But he didn't say that ever. He just said, you'll get to do it, and I did. So it is very much about also your emotional state of being and confidence to get yourself back to where you want to be. And I didn't just want to be not in pain. I wanted to be not in pain, of course, but then I wanted to get back to running, or get back to lifting, or get back to biking. I didn't want it to just be not in pain. I wanted to do what I wanted to do, regardless of how long I'd been injured or anything like that. I think it was more, for me, it was cumulative. I think every time I injured myself, I kind of thought, oh, I feel better, and I found a way to sort of work around it. But eventually your body sort of runs out of those options. I went to physical therapy, 2 separate places, for probably a year each. I tried acupuncture, so I did that weekly for a little while. And it would kind of give you symptomatic relief, but not long-term. And not enough symptomatic relief, I think, to make a difference. So I came in and, we talked about my injuries. I had films done, and so my first actual treatment gave me relief immediately. It didn't hold it for as long as it probably would have after, but I immediately felt relief from my first adjustment between my scapula. So, right away I was like, wow, I already don't feel as much pain as I was in. And you don't realize when you're in pain for so long, how much you're tolerating, or how much you've changed from it in a sense, because it's constantly there. So when it finally would go away, I was like, wow, I can't believe I've been living like this for so long. And, every time I would hurt myself or it would get worse for a little while, I would get really sort of stressed out about it, where after coming here and over time with treatment, I've lost that. So I've kind of just been able to relax and be like, oh, well, it'll get better. I had a coworker at work say once that they said, Liz, you haven't been rubbing your shoulder anymore. I didn't realize that I was walking around constantly like this, because it just hurt so much. I wasn't even aware of it. So like having somebody say that to me which was kind of like a wow thing. Like, I can't believe that I've been walking around like that, not even realizing it. So it became like so much part of my life, like in my existence, that I didn't even realize that I was doing it. So I mean, I guess that's my favorite thing.